A new food truck teaching life skills one serving at a time. And KWCH and Devon James Injury Lawyers gave a helping hand. This is the Kindness Canteen.
We wanted to make sure that we were spreading awareness but displaying kindness.
This food truck, run by the Down Syndrome Society of Wichita, serves up more than just nachos and hot dogs. Executive Director Natalie Rolfe says it's changing lives.
It allows people with special needs and different abilities to learn job skills, to gain opportunities in the community, and also to provide awareness for their skill set and hopefully secure employment and things that they like in the future.
And it's been a fun experience for workers like Caitlin Eads.
What do you do when you serve?
I do smoothies.
Smoothies?
Tell me, how do you like it? What do you feel when you're working and talking to the people?
It's been really nice people.
KWCH and Devon James Injury Lawyers gave a helping hand.
How are you,
Hi,
friend?
good. How are you?
I brought you a check for the Kindness Canteen.
Thank you.
We love
Thank
what
you
you're
so
doing.
much.
Yes,
That's such a
my name's
surprise.
Richard. How are you? My name's Richard.
My name's Caitlin.
Awesome.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
We love what's going on here, and on behalf of Devon James, we want to give you a check to
Thank
help.
you so much. This was a surprise.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
bet.
This will definitely
You bet.
help us.
Giving a helping hand, I'm Felicia Rolfe.